Hello. Thank you for being with me for a few minutes as we explore our bodies a little bit. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you can take a moment to pause, to breathe, plug in, connect, and see how your body's feeling. Your body is holding all the information that you need. Sometimes it's hard to interpret or translate the signals, messages, and cues the body is sending. I'd like to invite you to think about the potential message that may be within you as you sit into the idea of habits. Whether it's a physical habit, an emotional habit, there is a way in which our body gets ingrained, and it's very hard to interrupt or stop that cycle. This is a very complex topic that, of course, we could talk in great detail about, but in this exploration, as you're feeling into your body, what are the things that your body gets really stuck on doing? Perhaps you bite your fingers, your fingernails. Perhaps you chew on your lip. Perhaps you hold your breath. Perhaps you worry. Perhaps you smoke. These are all body-based habits. Notice that there's lots of ways that our body lets us know that there's something else happening. What if those habits that we had were actually ways that we figured out how to help ourselves? What if they started as a creative solution to deal with a hard situation or feeling? What if we allowed the habit to go into the background and we listened to the movements that wanted to actually be expressed and come out? We get so used to how we do things. In a lot of ways, we are creatures of habit, and routines are good. I was recently in a conversation with someone about their worry, stress, and flipping it in a different direction just to give some new perspective. What if they were to think of it as an addiction of sorts? Addiction is a hard thing to define. One way that it's defined is as devoted habits. There's a way in which that worry, that stress has served and helped in some way. The question is, down the road, as it becomes an ingrained habit, does it keep helping and serving us? To some extent, I'm sure yes. And let's sit in and be honest about those benefits. If we're always worrying and always stressed, then we don't have to feel happy or joyful or relaxed. And maybe that's too hard to feel. Maybe if we stopped biting our fingernails, we would notice that there's a hard truth that needs to be expressed, perhaps assert a boundary. Our body wants to be in relationship with us. It is sending these messages for us to see how we creatively want to be in relationship with it. So whatever has come into your mind in this moment as a habit for you that is expressed through the body, hang out with it. Breathe into it. See what images, sensations, memories might come. This may take repeated reflection. Sometimes it's hard to think of things in a new or different way. How can you bring greater ease into your life by having an honest conversation with the body cues that you receive? If the impulse is to bring your hands up towards your mouth, potentially to stop yourself from saying something you'd regret, what if you tried writing it down, expressing it in a safe journal? What are the feelings underneath these movements? It's not about finding answers as much as it is about increasing awareness and honesty. As I mentioned, this is a very full and rich topic. Habits are not easy to break. The main thing is to find your way. For some people, it's saying something to themselves, like stop. For others, it's slowing things down to see what's underneath. For others, it's to try a variety of other options and see what might work better. We are creative wonders. And when you invite creative expression to come in to solve a problem, really cool things can happen. I encourage you to spend some of your creative energy interacting with your habituated energy and see if there's space for a refresh. How could you move through your life just a little bit different? How could you move through a moment? How could you move in a moment a little bit differently? If you allowed your hands to move more, maybe they want to punch, maybe they want to float. Maybe your head wants to go downward. Maybe the body wants an expansive inhale and exhale. Your habits have been there to help you the best they knew how. How can you express some form of gratitude and appreciation? And then, how can you invite new energy and possibility for healing to come in? How could you potentially create a ritual to acknowledge the end of a habit serving its purpose and inviting a new one to come forward? The more richness and creativity we can bring into our lives, I believe the more vitality and empowerment you will feel. Notice as you breathe what may have shifted in these few minutes of contemplating this topic, or just from taking a moment away from whatever you were doing. Notice the space that gets created when you make time and take time. I look forward to breathing with you and to moving with you in person the next time that can happen. Otherwise, I'll look forward to joining you here in these audio excerpts. Please take additional time to stretch, move, breathe, to be in relationship with your body. Move slowly. Remember, there's no rush to jump up. Decide how you want to move into the rest of your day. Thank you.